Thanks for joining me to learn about Secure Private Access or SPA. Secure Private Access is a cloud-based software-defined perimeter, or Zero Trust Network Access Solution, ZTNA, Zero Trust Network Access, that is delivered through Exium's Intelligent Cybersecurity Mesh or CyberMesh. Secure Private Access provides zero trust secure remote access to internal applications running in public cloud or private data centers without the clunky VPN infrastructure. So the applications that might be running in the data centers, some examples are, for example, Oracle database in the data centers or SAP. And there can be many other industry-specific applications. And the examples of applications that may be running in the public cloud are Jira and Windows Server. Windows Server provide many further services like Active Directory, DNS server, domain name system servers, DHCP, as well as the file systems and so on. So these are your internal private applications running either in the public cloud or in the data centers, including on-prem or at co-location environments. So the goal is how to provide secure remote access to remote workers to these applications without the need for a VPN. So why don't we like VPN? So no VPN. One is no CapEx, because this is a cloud service. So there is no need for a CapEx in a secure private access cloud delivered service. And then there are no refresh cycles because there are no appliances. And then there is no ongoing management costs, no refresh cycles and no management costs. We will come back to other benefits of zero trust network access or software-defined perimeter, like security, performance, and egress cost. But one of the use case is a replacement of VPN. And so, what are the top use cases for zero trust network access? Top use cases. So, remote access is the first use case. Remote access. So this provides remote users with the secure zero trust access to private applications without needing to expose them publicly. So you don't want to expose private applications publicly, because when the apps are not exposed to the internet, they are inaccessible because they are not visible, inaccessible to unauthorized users or bad actors. So this remote access using software-defined perimeter limit private apps exposure. So, and the second one is digital experience. Because zero trust network access provides direct to apps or direct to cloud access that delivers an enhanced digital experience for accessing applications in public cloud or on-prem or data center environments. Because in this case, you don't need to go through the data center to go to these applications. In the case of VPN, there are VPN gateways running in the data center. Then you first go to the data center, and then from there you go to the applications. But zero trust network access, the secure private access, is a direct to cloud, direct to app servers. That means you get a better user experience. Yeah, 80% of the employees do not use VPNs because they affect performance. Another benefit is that you can also, using the same servers, you can have secure access to SaaS applications and the web applications as well. So that is secure internet access service, but it is delivered by the same cloud platform. So now we have learned the top use cases of secure private access. Let's look at how it works. So adjacent to the internal applications running in the public cloud, in a private data center, co-location, or on-prem, the secure private access places a small piece of software called Cyber Gateway. Cyber Gateway can be deployed as a container or a VM, and it creates a highly secure zero trust path to the CyberMesh. The Cyber Gateway establishes an outbound connection and does not receive inbound connection requests. So if there are some incoming requests, it ignores that. Now that means you prevent any distributed denial of service attacks. So this helps the inside out connection because you have a more robust system now. And the private access utilizes a lightweight Exium client installed on a user's device. So this user's device can be a Microsoft Windows laptop, Apple Mac OS laptop, or your mobile device, iOS or Android, or it can be a Linux device. It doesn't matter. So you put this lightweight Exium client, and this client steers private traffic towards the Exium CyberMesh, either using DNS or the IP address. So the Cyber Gateway creates a zero trust path to the CyberMesh, and the Exium client creates a trust path, and then Mesh takes care of stitching together these paths. So secure private access gives the workspace admins control over applications and the users authorized to access them. So workspace admins can create and manage policies for users, user groups, applications, and application groups within a Exium admin console. With this server, there is an admin console. You can configure these policies from there. So as I said, there can be users and there can be user groups. And then there can be applications, apps, and apps groups. And with policy, you want to control access, like to each user. For each user, you can have the control to which application they can access. For each user, which application group they can access. Like applications can be grouped together. And then with each user group, you can limit the application they can access. And then user groups can also be given access to application groups. So this is the policy over here, that zero trust policy. So the zero trust policy engines in the CyberMesh are going to enforce that policy. So now we have learned about the secure private access and how it works. Then what is the benefit of Exium's secure private access? So Exium's CyberMesh, which runs our secure private access service, is built on the 5G technology. So it's built on the new 5G technology. Yeah. This gives our cloud security services advantages over legacy providers that built their technology years ago. So the benefits are the enhanced digital experience, because Exium uses an integrated 5G acceleration and quality of service. So this is delivered by 5G acceleration and a QoS that is built into the CyberMesh. On the other hand, most legacy providers deliver security and networking using separate offerings that are bolted together. While here you have a single pass architecture, because this platform is built from the ground up. The second benefit, so digital experience. Second one is the robust security, and how we get robust security is that Exium's secure private access leverages 5G trust model and hardware root of trust. Hardware root of trust. And 5G has evolved over generations of mobile technology. So mobile technology runs billions of devices globally and is battle tested by industry, the carriers, and the governments to make it secure. So this is not a proprietary trust model. So this trust model, the trust model is basically how your encryption keys are generated, delivered, and exchanged. So 5G trust model is open to auditing and has undergone more scrutiny than any proprietary closed model from legacy security providers. So on top of that, the encryption keys are protected by the hardware root of trust. Yeah, we know the importance of a hardware root of trust because Apple uses hardware security for some of their services, the critical services like biometric data for Face or Touch ID, as well as Apple Pay data. In this case, CyberMesh extends hardware security to all your applications and services. So with the secure private access, your identity, your credentials are very, very important because you are trying to enforce the zero trust. But if you got the identity or the credential wrong, zero trust is not going to work. So hardware allows you to pin the credentials with the device. So if someone has your credentials, they cannot do anything with it because your private keys are stored in the chip inside your device. And then another benefit of Axiom's approach is egress cost. Axiom CyberMesh runs in the public cloud. So that means the cyber nodes, zero trust policy engines run in the public cloud. And if you have applications running in the public cloud, you will enter and leave the public cloud on Axiom, right? You see, your applications are not exposed publicly, right? So you come on Axiom, you leave on Axiom. So AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud, or whoever your public cloud provider is, they're going to see this traffic as Axiom traffic, not your traffic. So you don't need to pay for the egress cost. Another benefit is that when 5G adoption becomes widespread, you won't need this client on the devices. So you will go agentless because CyberMesh is compliant with the 5G standards. And when you will have the devices that are using 5G standard, like your mobile devices from using Apple iOS or Android, then Apple or Android would have built that agent into these devices because to do 5G, you need that client in the devices. So you do not need to install an Axiom client in those cases. So this is another benefit. So the real benefits are the 5G trust model, better security, digital experience, savings in egress cost, and going agentless compared to other solutions. Another capability, we more focused on the remote access for the users. over here. But another benefit of this mesh is that you can also provide hybrid cloud, secure hybrid cloud connectivity. Say you have some applications running in the data center or on-prem or a colo, and some running in the public cloud. And you can actually go through the mesh and create that secure connectivity. So it doesn't always need to be like user accessing applications, but between the applications and workloads, you can create this hybrid cloud connectivity. And you can also create this. Actually, you don't need to create a secure private access, deliver that capability, this hybrid cloud connectivity and the multi-cloud connectivity. Like many organizations use more than one public cloud. So in that case, you may have some applications running in AWS, some applications in Azure, and some other in IBM cloud or another cloud. So what you're and if when you want to securely go across these clouds over a private network, so to say, you can also go from Azure to, for example, AWS, or from the IBM to Azure. So you also have this multi-cloud connectivity delivered by the private access.